I mean, man, $3,200 against $6.5 billion? Awful lot of damn money.
Well, it'd be even less for now, but let's go to Site 4.
Well, I mean, what was interesting with both Sites 3 and Site 4 is that when the government, when obviously the 579th is no more, sites are deactivated, squadrons deactivated. They sell the service salvage contracts. They sell the salvage rights. Well, the outfit that got the salvage rights to Site 3 also got the salvage rights to Site 4. Okay. And then all of a sudden, the government said, well, we're going to sell the sites now. If you won the salvage rights, you didn't get the site. You got the salvage, but you didn't get the site. So the government's idea was that they could make a little more money by selling the true site itself, with the condition, if the salvagers hadn't signed off yet, they were entitled to all of remaining structure at the sites. Okay. And it come to find out it was the same guy, a local here in Roswell, that did the salvage rights for service salvage contracts on both Sites 3 and Site 4, which were both of them that I owned. And so it really made it kind of fun. And then one of the owners that had the service salvage contract, he didn't get the bid for Site 3, but won the bid for Site 4. And so you get into this long discussion. I went to all of those original government records, what we call the GSA records, are sitting for the Albuquerque district is sitting at the Rocky Mountain regional office of the National Archives in Denver. And so I would go up there quite a bit when I was working with the Corps of Engineers and for the testing of all these sites. And I would spend quite a bit of time in archives up there in Denver. And I came across all the records for Sites 3 and 4, and all the locker sites.
Well, Site 4, so looking at Siloworld, Site 4 is the most graffiti, most raped site there is.
Oh, that's it. Everybody, my brothers played here. I would say here and then 10. I mean, but there was just more graffiti at 3 or at 4.
What do you know about the silo?
They really didn't even know. It was too far out. They didn't realize 3 was there.
Well, on Siloworld, there's no pictures of the silo. What was the status, at least at the proximity of these pictures?
Which one?
4, like the silo.
Well, I mean, it was natural and dry.
Damn.
Okay. I mean, we used to always go to the bottom.
Damn.
The spiral staircase that is fallen over today, it fell over 20-some years ago.
Gotcha.
When I was a kid here and we'd go down in this one all the time, it was still, you would go down one of the cable trays adjacent to level 2 coming into the silo. You go down 2 levels, walk around, hit the spiral staircase, take it down to level 7, then jump on the steel ladder and take it all the way to the bottom. Okay. To level 8, and then offset on down to the true sum of the silo itself. And as a kid, I mean, what really got me is we would always be over at one particular area near where the true personnel and freight elevator was located. Okay. And we would always, they had about 3 or 4 inches of water. And, you know, I'm not too sure how it got in there, but it really wasn't from ground seepage. And so we would stand on these structures because we could hop over there. And the thing was, is we didn't have to get our boots wet, you know, because once that happens, it's really a pain to try to spit on them, and you got to let them dry, and then the salt that comes out, and anyway, it's a hassle. And so we would always never want to get our boots wet. So we would jump from here to there, and what we used to stand on, the longer we would go down there, it finally dawned on me what the hell I was standing on. And that was the original tube of the last blast doors in the utility tunnel going to the silo. They had ripped them up their hinges and thrown them to the bottom of the shaft.
Damn.
It was those doors we were standing on. And of course, I didn't know the truth. And so now I'm really interested in going back, but my problem is my legs. I can't walk very far. And it just, I'm going to have to bring in somebody else, but I really wanted to go back through and shoot all of those photographs. Because some of those photographs that I took down there through, my God, 50 years ago, I can't find them. Right, so, I mean, it just, it is what it is. So, and then one of the guests we had with Airbnb, God, I felt so sorry for this guy. And he didn't tell me till after the fact. He was an engineer at Lockheed Martin in Denver. He got into the silo and he's thinking around with his best friend and they're flying their drone and he's not paying attention to the battery and the damn drone is now down sitting on level 8. So it's kind of funny. The guy writes me and he says, Gary, I got to tell you, I lost my drone. And I'm saying, well, okay, back and go get it. It's okay. I don't want your drone. And he says, well, I really don't. I said, but I did tell him. I said, look, it's not easy. It's dangerous. Okay. And he just said, no, he says, I'm giving it to you. And so I was going to my wife was going to get me a drone for Christmas, right? And one thing or another. And I made the comment to her. I said, but we got that drone down on 11. And of course, she's scared to death I'm going to go down there and then I can't get back up. And so I'm thinking about sending somebody else down to go find that drone.
What do you think about, like, as far as all the Roswell sites, what do you think the spiral staircase conditions are? They about the same?
Oh, well, the bestest I can. And believe it or not, I'll tell you why. The doors are open. Look, and the only reason that works is because we have extremely low humidity. We have very few inches of rain annually.
Right.
And even with leaving the silo doors for the last 22, 23 years open at Site 10, it's been the best thing for that site. Because I want to now, and I never thought I would say this, for years, I told anybody that asked me about opening silo doors, I absolutely just buried my head in the sand thinking, you're all crazy. Why in the world do you want to open them damn doors? But today I am really thinking of doing it this summer here at Site 4.
You probably could. You can't do it at Plattsburgh.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, I want to open the doors. I think what I have left of the silo here is only going to be kept in better shape, honestly, because the site will be able to breathe even more. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the interior photographs on Instagram and YouTube that I put on for Site 10, I mean, you still see the seafoam green. It's beautiful.
Look. I love it.
So, yeah.
Why you? I mean, I love your site. I love the Airbnb site. And I said, why in the hell didn't he do the seafoam green with the vanilla, off-white?
I am just one of those. I'm sorry, Bryce. I mean, I still see remnants of it here, and I'm just one of these. I mean, it's just, oh God, I want to throw up.
Yeah, it's not.
And everybody laughs at me and goes, but every site you do, I have standard colors. They're my go-to colors, right? And it's just because I know how they work, and they're high gloss, professional based paint.
It's great.